everyone. This is Mert from Privacy Village, and today we're having, I think, like one of the coolest events ever in Privacy Village. We have a returning champion amongst us. Dear friend Tess Lynch is here to help us actually get done a privacy TTRPG event. And we have done this 2 years ago in the first year of Privacy Village, and it was amazing. But now we have even better players, veteran players per se. So I'm really looking forward for this year's and how it's gonna go. People are joining in, so I'm letting them in. Yeah, ADHD guys, sorry. Uh, Hi Klaus.
Hi, class.
Hey,
Hello.
And without further ado, again, I'm just gonna let Tess take the stage and do her thing. So Tess, thank you for being here,
Sure.
and the stage is yours.
Oh, awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Tess, aka Inver. I write TTRPG games as my little side hustle, and mostly it's about, crazy, wacky shenanigans. But today I wanted to really focus in on crazy, wacky privacy shenanigans. So I took this as a challenge to really come up with a short, succinct adventure that would kind of talk about some of the topics that are keeping me up at night. I know that we have quite a few players in our audience, including Mert. Thank you, Mert, for joining us. But I would love to kind of go around, get to know who you are and what character you chose and how much experience you have playing TTRPGs. So that's who you are, who's your character, what's your experience level. And let's throw it over to Barack, or because I know Forever DM probably is prepared.
I prefer to be the last, but I can go first. So, name is Burak. I'm Burak from Istanbul, Turkey. So, on D&D, I have been playing D&D for more than 30 years now, and I've been a DM for nearly the same time. So I have a homebrew board and everything. But I unfortunately haven't had the chance to play for all those 30 years. So I started playing at the second edition and then third edition. Luckily, I missed the fourth edition, and I just restarted playing and mastering a couple of years ago. So that's me. And so in general, I of course plays Dungeons and Dragons, but also I love the other systems like say Vampire or Marvel.
Cool.
Actually, I might be even running a Marvel campaign in the next couple of years if I find the time. Thank you, Tess.
Yeah, absolutely. What character did you choose for this one?
My character. So my character is it's a fun experience because actually when I saw Mikada's comment on Slack on silence, please, I thought silence. I am thinking about picking the character. So that was my first pick. Amazing. And I was planning to pick like the creative wizards, but after I see that silence is taken, I took Hollow. Hollow is a grave domain cleric. And for me, it will be fun to play the Hollow domain cleric. First, I love elves, and this is a half elf, and I love playing half elves. And the second one is in the campaign that I am running, I have a player who's an old friend who's playing a Kalamwar grave domain cleric. So
nice.
It's fun to be in his shoes at least for a one shot.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing all that. Berna, how long have you been playing? Who are you and what's your character?
Actually, I have played a lot during my college years, and afterwards, I found a hard time finding some games. I played some in Roll20, but my experiences, I can say from beginner to intermediate, I guess, because I'm rusty. But things are starting to coming back to me, and I will be much more active playing TTRPGs from now on. Thanks to also Brock. He has great plans with TTRPGs, and I found my TTRPG partner. So, and now, and now I have picked Ember, who's a tiefling bard from the College of Lore, and it's quite a interesting character. She's quite an interesting character and very close to the lore. So I'm excited to play her.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mert, you're next because you're sequentially on my screen as next.
Hello, everyone. So it's been almost 20 years since I last played. I was like 7 or 8 years old, and I was visiting my grandma, and people there, like university students, took me in with themselves, and they taught me how to play and such. So like I never forget that day. I think it was a day that all the creativity really kicked in with me, and from that point on, I bought like starter sets, etc. But I never played according to the rules. So I was always a game master, but improvised. So I think I would say I'm safe to be a beginner per se, and my character is Drift. I'm a half orc ranger. My background is Wayfinder, and my subclass is Gloomstalker. So I'm really excited, Tess.
Heck yeah, cool, very cool. Thank you. And Michaela, last but not least.
How's my video frozen first of all?
I missed it. Michaela, can you repeat, please?
Oh,
I think
can you even hear me anymore?
I can hear you, but it looks like your screen might be frozen a bit.
it's a connection
Okay,
issue.
well, my name's Michaela, and I have been role playing for, I don't know, again, 30 plus years. I'm very much more on the player side. I think I've only GM'd a couple of times over those years. And from everything from Call of Cthulhu, Earthdawn, Warhammer, etc., D&D as well. I am, despite all those years, I am useless at remembering rules. So you'll probably still need to explain things to me as we go. I am playing a wizard called Silence, who has a particular skill in listening to everything that's going on around and noting it down for future posterity.
Wonderful. And with that, I think we're ready to begin. So we start in the world of Valeth, which is a fantasy kingdom, not quite unlike our own, but still very much trying to figure out how their new integrated pieces of society are starting to fit together. And all of you start as cultists of the cult of privacy. You have been one of the few segments of society that has looked around and has realized that there's something seriously wrong. And for all of your teachings, you've been told more than anything to watch out for the awakening, when all of the systems start to integrate and start operating on their own. Each of your own unique backgrounds has come from you either operating on the system or living off the grid entirely. Silence. Your previous role was as an archivist, working with the government institutions to archive and create a census of everyone who had lived in this world. You've seen what information aggregation has done and how it segments dispersed peoples in the population into little categories and buckets. Maybe it's because of this that you chose your awakening, but I'm sure we'll find out more. Mert, your character Drift has operated mostly off of the threadways. Threadways being the roads that connect the society, every village and town, with a slightly glowing road to help navigation issues and to ensure that people get to their destination. You have refused to use this particular resource, and it has refused to direct you in turn. You find it difficult to navigate using any of the highly technical tools that are available, but you have also learned how to operate off of it. For that reason, you can't be really found in the ledgers, but you are certainly noticed by the system. Berna, your character Ember worked as a listener within the Temple of the Open Heart, where they heard the confessions of people who would walk within it. They've poured their heart and soul to you, their most vulnerable moments, and you've captured every single one of them. You yourself had confessed, and you know that there is a secret that the system now holds on you. It holds something on everyone. And this is for that reason why you chose to leave it. And Barak, you are playing Hollow. When there's information about people that doesn't quite match up, they can of course choose to correct it themselves, but sometimes the system takes these actions proactively. You are such one of these people. Parts of your history don't match up, and there are more gaps than you can even recall as genuine moments. There is a search for who you used to be, but ultimately, I wonder if you really want to know the answer to that question. All of you have come together as cultists, and all of you have a cover story, because when you're operating within the system, you need a plausible lie to get you into certain spaces. So tell me, who are you in this world? We'll start with Barack, I think. And take yourself off mute if you would.
Yep. So, I am a recently arrived traveler, actually seeking out our family records. So, and this is a personal quest for me, and happy to be a part of the cult.
Good. The cult loves enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Berna, what's your cover story? If you're not the listener and confessor, who are you these days?
I am actually a traveling musician, going around and telling stories to people that they normally wouldn't find and wouldn't hear in the regular context. And I am trying to, create imaginary stories in the fiction stories in the music I make, like, for instance, similar to storytelling rap, but
Heck yeah.
but a bit more with a melody music, I can say.
Very cool. Yeah. Spoken word jazz. I love it. So we have a querent and we have a musician. And what's your cover story, Mert?
So I'm an escort and a guide for those who want to travel in the shadows and want to travel the land without being seen. I make them go to places without being seen.
Awesome. I love that. So a guide. And Michaela, who are you in this world? What's your cover story?
So I am simply a teacher of nothing magical related at all. Simply a teacher of the Elven history and how we came to be.
Very cool. Okay. So we have a guide, a musician, a Sherpa, and a teacher. At least to the records. And the cult has helped you clarify for any advanced protocols that are going to block your way that this is how you will be known to the world. Now, you all received a missive the other day that there is a certain disturbance in Ebonlock, one of the regions of Valeth, where a politician has had issues with a certain synthetic presence, copying their mannerisms, being seen talking to foreign diplomats, and consorting with some of the seedier aspects of town. You all arrive at Ebonlock, or do you actually? Mert, you're our guide, along with Barack. So I'd love to see the both of you work together and pick an ability that would help you find the path, on one that is actively trying to not let you get to your destination. That would take a survival or nature or anything else you can really justify.
Brock, I need your wisdom.
Okay. So you are the survival expert, but let me see if I can guide you. So what I do will be, hold on. Oops.
As a cleric, I believe Hollow has access to guidance, which would help add a D4 to your roll.
Yep.
Mert.
It's a cantrip that I will be using. So before you find our way and roll your dice, I am casting guidance for you, which will be adding a D4 to an ability check.
Much appreciated.
that you will be using. And I also have a surprise for you for rolling the D4 for you. So let me just switch my camera. I just set up
Please
the
do.
secondary camera as I promised.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and this is
Very
the
cool.
score. And I roll a 4.
Nice.
Whoa.
Great start.
Yeah, add a 4 to the ability check that you'll be making with the survival. At least as a start. Maybe I can use the other spells later on, but I might be using Bless for this initial roll.
So, Mert, if you have a dice roller, you're welcome to use it, or you can let fate roll for you, and I'll roll on this kind of purpley,
I'm gonna
black
kindly
dice.
ask you to do it, Tess.
All right, drum roll, please. We'll add 4 to the result. Oh, for a
Alright.
15. More than adequate.
Nice.
The road tries to spin you in circles into a different direction entirely, trying to prevent you from reaching the destination. But you've seen this before. You can tell where the illusion begins and ends. And as you're able to pierce through it, you and the party find yourself on a very short trip to Ebenlock.
Nice.
As you arrive in this city, these tall towers are mostly dominating the landscape. There seems to be a light miasma coming from it, mostly due to the civilization itself, but also to the somewhat confrontational and consequential actions of messing with so much illusion magic. There seems to be just a low-level arcane haze around. It makes it difficult to discern the rest of the surrounding behind it. But these towers, nonetheless, dominate the landscape, and you are given the location of the politician that you need to meet. So we'll just go ahead and fast forward since we have an hour. The party, you all, find yourself in front of Castellan Vale, a dour-looking man with blonde hair, and his brows are furrowed thusly. He looks up at you, his hands steepled, and says, "Someone has been impersonating me, and I need you to get to the bottom of it." Who wants to take this social encounter as the lead?
Hello, it is a pleasure to meet you. Of course, we will be able to handle it with our professionalism and our very, very unique skills.
I'm glad that you all were here, although I can't really ascertain your origins, but so here's the thing. There is a new potion on the market lately. It comes in a glass vial. It's called Bliss, but the way that it's made seems to have some ethical concerns behind it. I was at the Silver Sliver downtown the other day, and upon receiving this bottle, I had memories that weren't mine. I don't know if you know exactly how memories are being harvested from people, but he sets this kind of like gunmetal black diadem down on the table. It has 4 prongs, 2 that go on either side of the temple, and a tail that wraps around the head and locks in to the base nape of the neck. I used this one time, and now I'm seeing copies of myself everywhere. As you, the party knows, echoes, the synthetic copies of ourselves, are legal within this kingdom, so long as they bear an authorized seal. He stares up at you pointedly. I need you to go down to the market, find where they're making this, stop it, and at all costs, find the echo that's impersonating me so that I don't have to continue looking over my shoulder anymore. I didn't authorize this. I didn't ask for it. I simply tried a free sample. Any questions on this beat before we move forward?
Thank you. Are you aware of our standard rates?
Rates? I thought this was a service. I thought that we were on the same side. What are you talking about, rates?
But we are risking our lives, and we need some sort of compensation to be able to survive and, get our meals.
As an example, I might not take a payment from you, but I request a donation. And by the way, in the meanwhile, I'm also rolling an insight check whether he's telling the truth or he's hiding something.
Yeah, go for it. Roll that dice, and then as you're determining whether or not he's being forthright, to you
5.
say, listen, money is no object in this case. I'm being impersonated. I'm a public figure, and I need this controlled yesterday. What did you roll?
It's 12.
12. 12 on the inside. Let's see.
It's in total 12, by the way. I just rolled 5 plus 7 my details, so it's just total 12.
Normally I hide my GM rolls, but let's just go ahead and use our dice roller to see if we get under it.
Nature.
He seems to be telling the truth. Everything seems very truthful to you. No shenanigans here. But Castellan is also willing to pay. So name your price. I'll pay it.
Great. Question to the GM. What would be a rate that is not extravagant?
What would be a non-extravagant rate? I mean, it sounds like you already got him to agree. I would probably shoot for something like 500 gold.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Per head?
All right then. It seems that you are not aware of your standard rates. It is 600 gold.
He grimaces slightly, but begrudgingly agrees. You'll get half now and half later when the job is done. He puts a satchel of gold on the table. That's 300 gold for the party to split amongst themselves. Now, where would you like to start this investigation? You heard the name of the pop-up that he had mentioned, the Silver Sliver, within the marketplace quarter itself. But there is a large and vibrant and thriving marketplace hidden below the streets of the city. You just need to figure out how to get there.
So should I help out finding it?
Yeah,
Yes.
how would you, your character, go about figuring out where the entrance of this hidden market is?
So I'm a half orc, right? So
Mhm.
I don't know. Can I smell good? So like if I can smell the potion vial and use that to check within the market where's the hidden place?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're going to transport ourselves onto the city streets themselves. Vibrant colors, shimmering fabrics, and flashy crystalline discs with images of people in their best and worst moments nearby. A marketplace vendor comes to you with a silver platter, and upon it, a potion bottle of pink shimmering liquid with a gilded topper. First one is free if you'd like to try it. It's cultivated from lived experiences.
Do I notice something familiar with it?
With the bottle itself?
Yes.
This is in fact the bottled bliss that Castellan was talking about before. The amalgamated and distilled memories of the populace. Are any of you intrigued?
I'll pass.
No?
Not enough to try it.
Okay. You'd like to try it. Wonderful.
No. I said not enough to try it.
Oh, not enough to try it. Okay. Well, less wonderful. I can't torment you that way. You do have a sample now, however, and Drift, if you wanted to smell it, now is the prime time to do so.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna smell it, sniff it all the way.
Okay, you take a big whiff. Give me an investigation check.
Pup, 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 pup.
Can you see the investigation modifier that you have on your sheet?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the dice for you.
10.
Okay, plus
Plus. Pup, 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 pup. I'm trying to locate it.
no worries. Investigation, I believe, is under intelligence.
0.
Okay, so it's a 10. A perfectly average score for a perfectly average sniff. It smells slightly fizzy, slightly sweet, and there's a scent too of longing. You're not sure that was a smell in the first place, but it seems to permeate your brain space the same. None of you taste it, and the attendant looks somewhat disappointed as she begins to travel over to the next group of people.
I would like just a little sip.
Oh, just the tiniest taste?
Just the tiniest taste. Just
her eyes light up again as she turns around. She's like, oh, good. This is our freshest batch. I hear that it captures the most perfect sunset. And she passes it to you. You take it in your hands and you bring it to your lips and you try and take just the tiniest sip. Roll me a wisdom saving throw. So your wisdom save is going to be under your wisdom modifier.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's -1. My wisdom is
Wonderful.
all right. So I can roll, but you can roll so everyone can see.
Sure. Yeah. We have a -1 and the dice reads, oh. The taste is honey and static. For a moment, nothing happens, and then you're somewhere else entirely. A summer afternoon, laughter you recognize but can't place, the smell of bread baking, someone's hand in yours, warm and certain. You feel loved. You feel safe. You feel like the best version of yourself. In a moment that was perfect simply because you were in it. And then there's an aftertaste. You can't really place where it happened or who else was there, but you know how it felt, and it felt like it belonged to you. So, I'd like you to choose number 1 through 3.
Choose number 1, 2, 3. Okay,
Yeah.
2.
2. For the rest of the adventure, you're going to have advantage on your next charisma check.
Nice.
As for that wisdom save, who knows what that's going to do? Okay. Now that we're solidly within the marketplace, you all are starting to pick up that everyone has been trying this particular potion. You can see that their faces have softened, their shoulders have lowered. Everyone is drinking, smiling, and settling into this manufactured comfort. It's pretty easy for you to navigate almost without anyone else really paying attention to you. They're very much caught in their own personal bliss. So, now would be a good time to look for anything out of place. Those of you who have investigation or perception or would like to rely on anything else on your character sheet.
Okay, I will be
Feel free to tell.
going with investigation.
Okay.
I have +3.
+3. Wonderful.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Let's roll to see if anything's out of place in the market. Yeah, 21 is really great. And certainly there are a lot of things off, but you're looking for something in particular. You're looking for an opening, an alcove, any sort of indication that there's something more to this area. And indeed, you find a mirror sigil, almost imperceptible to the human eye. But if you look at it from the peripheral, you can see just the smallest sheen across it. It looks like a 4-pointed star. And it's unlike any other seal or symbol that you've seen from the operating merchant houses.
Hey, look there. There's a 4-pointed star here. Can you see it?
Everybody else's attention is drawn to it. And as you get closer, you notice that it seems to pop up in other places as well, almost as if it's leading a path. The first point that you captured it was on the side of a crate that contained the bottles themselves. And as you move throughout the market, you see it happen more and more until there's a hatch that bears the similar symbol just beyond the door of the Silver Sliver.
That sounds like I want to dive in. What does everyone else think?
Down the hatch?
Why not?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Good. The quarter that you just left was all bright glass and warm spice, but down here it's markedly different. It's the narrowest market, the echo market, where the synthetics are for sale. You see that these stalls and vendors have something entirely different to offer. A new self, a second self. All of the synthetic models seem to be made out of porcelain, featureless. Their joints in gilded gold, or at least something that resembles it. As you can see, another merchant messing with the diadem that you had seen before, harvesting its memories and feeding it into the synthetic. You can see a amalgamation of society flash across its face. 2 high cheekbones on one side, an orcish tusk on the other, and a vast complexity and variety of the species that populate this world in one host. You all are looking for something specific, though. Tell me how you operate down here. Are you sticking to the shadows? Are you being ostentatious? Are you talking to every vendor that you see? Are you looking for a particular characteristic?
I'm very, open with the vendors, and I'm looking for somebody similar to whoever gave the job to us,
Mm-hmm.
the yellow-haired man. Someone behaving like him.
Okay. Yeah. The first vendor you meet, his name is Merovec, and he wears a long black robe that seems to have rune work glowing in a vertical pattern up and down its length. He passes the vials of bliss before you, and diadems hang by velvet ribbons on the side. Like, are you here to try the tech, or are you just here to look?
I have a very little amount of cash, so I'm not sure what to buy. Can you explain them a little bit to me, please?
Here's the most beautiful thing then. We don't actually accept cash down here. If you would like to try any of my products, all I ask is that you put this on. And he has this kind of filthy, the same diadem that you saw from the beginning of this adventure. It's been well used. The prongs, which are inserted into the temples of each passerby, have been kind of rusted over and calcified with certain fragments of the living. All I need from you is a memory, something that you won't miss, something small.
Can I see it?
You take the diadem in your hand. He's offering it to you.
But does it go to my head?
That's how it works. It's painless, I swear. If people have experienced pain from it, then it's gone in just a moment.
I will hand it, but I won't put it on. I will just examine it.
Okay. Roll, let's do an investigation or perception, whatever you're better at.
Definitely investigation, +3.
Okay. 9. Below average, unfortunately. But you can tell from that roll that this is well used. It has passed through many, many hands. And it likely is responsible for some of the memories that are captured on the table itself.
Um. Okay. Why? Um. But do you use gold in your life, or you just, you know, you're like a merchant. You're like a smart merchant. I believe you can have a really good use of gold. Um, all I need from you is I will give you 100, no, 300. We spent 300 for. I will give you 50 golds. Just right now, cash in front. If you put that on in front of me.
The laughter that comes out of him is less feminine and more skeptical. He looks at you very squarely in the eyes, and you can tell now that his eyes have been refit with 2 onyx gems that seem to be flashing certain imagery behind it, and says, as you well know, down here, the data is worth more than gold could buy. But I'll indulge you. He takes the diadem and he puts it on. It sockets into 2 of the temple puncture wounds, like he's done it every day for the past 50 years. And you can see that there is a well-worn puncture on each side of his face.
That's
See, perfectly safe, perfectly usable. Why don't you give it a try? You might find the experience illuminating.
I maybe, but I think I'll pass. Thank you very much.
Might I ask?
Yeah.
How exactly do you select which memory you want to give?
Sometimes it's selected for you, but I find that if you concentrate on the memory that you most cherish, that it tends to pick up on that the first and foremost.
Okay, and that would be something we'd want to save rather than lose.
If you think about it, you're saving it in perpetuity to be experienced again and again, as if it was the first time.
By others, not necessarily myself.
Well, if you want that kind of arrangement, I can certainly keep your memories off the shelves. It'll just cost you more.
I see. I think not for me.
What the hell? I'm going with it.
Drift
Yeah,
steps up.
let's do it.
Never once put on the ledger. Actively avoiding being cataloged steps up. And the anticipation is palpable from the merchant as the diadem leaves his hands and is put into yours.
So what I want
Interesting, curious. I haven't seen your face flash through my crystal before. I'm very keen to see what secrets lie within. You take it?
Yeah, I'm taking it, but I'm just pretending that I fit it in my whatever it's called, the places. So
On the temple?
I
Yeah.
wanna use the dice to sleight of hand thing and try to trick the merchant that I.
Okay. All right. Here's what I want from you, Mert, to like keep it exciting. I need both the sleight of hand and a performance check, because I'm expecting you to like also
All right.
right. Pretend that your memories are being stolen. Okay, so your sleight of hand value is, and we'll add it to this score.
3.
3.
Come on. Nice.
All right. Yeah, you managed to hold on to the edges so that they don't sink in. Even as it touches you, though, like a shiver runs down your spine. You can feel just the tiniest amount of current coming from the prongs themselves. And your performance, I want, before we roll this, please tell me, please enact how your how your memory being taken from you looks like on your character.
Something like this, I suppose.
Wonderful.
-1.
I'm going to give you advantage on that because I enjoyed it. What? Whoa.
Nice.
Whoa. Both your sleight of hand and your performance was very convincing. Quick insight check for him. Both your performance and sleight of hand were very, very convincing. He doesn't even glance down to make sure that the memory was registered. Just assumes that it happens. Good, very good. Now that I have something on you, I'm happy to talk more freely. What was it exactly that you're looking for?
Before that, can I guarantee that we got the value of our friend's memory? Casting Zone of Truth.
Okay. Casting Zone of Truth. I think I have to roll underneath your spell save DC, right?
Yeah, let me check my spell save DC, and my spell save DC is 15.
And this is an area of effect, right?
Yeah. So,
okay. So everybody go ahead and roll is it a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Everyone roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay.
This will be the merchant. Okay.
Sorry, it's wisdom, not wisdom. It's charisma save. Funny enough, but it's charisma on Zone of Truth.
Okay, I'll re-roll just to be gentle.
Yeah, my roll is 18 plus 4,
Nice.
22.
Yeah, well over it. Mert, you want me to roll for you?
My modifier is 3, but can you roll for me?
Oh, you're on mute. I'm going to assume that meant yes.
Modifier is 3, can you roll for me?
Yes, of course. Oh, Mert, you're captured in the zone of truth. Just be mindful that anything that you say has to be the truth. Okay, and Michaela?
Can you roll for me? Because I think my dice is somewhere on a ship.
No worries. Also, likely a failure there. Just a tip for my players. You might have found yourself in a zone of truth one time too many. Well, here's a good tip for you. You don't actually have to say anything, and that's not lying. Use that as you will. Okay. The merchant, however, also failed, and as you asked that question, Hollow was, and remind me if I'm repeating this correctly. It was, did my friend get the value of the memory?
Yeah. So the question was like, say, we just want to get the value of the memory that our friend shared with you. So I just want to verify that, and I cast Zone of Truth after that.
While the merchant is busy with the Zone of Truth, and since
Yes.
I'm not also affected, can I stealthily investigate his stalls if there are any items? Yeah, around
absolutely.
that we can find.
Okay, yes. We'll roll the investigation after this encounter.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you straight, Hollow, and says, I can see that there are gaps in yours. And I can tell that this one, he references your companion, hasn't been inside many memory captures before. I haven't checked, but I'm assuming he got what the value out of it. At least a pleasant experience. He looks over to you, Drift, trying to gauge your intent. You confirm, lying, as you do. Privacy is dead, he says blankly. It's a convenient fiction that society tells its citizens for the presumption of consent to be valid. It's a pretty lie that we all go along with. So if there's something you want to know, then ask. You, Ember, are searching the general vendor's tent to see if there's anything else of interest. Go ahead and tell me what your investigation modifier is, and I'll roll for you.
+3.
+3. 11, slightly better than average. There seems to be, it's very overwhelming in here. A lot of flashing faces, a lot of discordant memories, a lot of vials and lights and different kinds of shimmering etherealness. What you do manage to see is that there is a familiar face of the politician who hired you at the beginning of this, flashing against one of the vials.
Okay. So I will try to steal the vial.
Okay, cool. Give me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand is +5.
Heck yeah, Ember. Good job. Yeah, okay. 18 is generally pretty good. Let's do an insight for our merchant.
Oh.
Yeah, with ease. With ease. You take it and pocket it, and as if no one had even seen you come in. Follow. Your question was answered. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Well, actually, my friend Sol can also ask for the duration. And I'm just turning to the Bard. Do we have everything that we need from here?
Yes, we did indeed. Thanks, my good merchant.
Do we need to ask our good merchant anything else?
What is your most precious vial?
He stares longingly at the archive. It depends what you're looking for. But if we were to talk about value in a monetary sense, then I'd say this one. And he selects it elegantly with long fingertips and draws out a silvery shimmered liquid. This one belonged to one of the first peoples before this kingdom even emerged. We didn't think that harvesting the memories of the dead would actually be lucrative, but it turns out it's possible. And one day, we might bring them back to life.
And do you know who it is?
An ancient leader of an ancient time whose name has been faded on the slates, but I imagine once we resurrect them, they'll tell us themselves.
Okay.
Do you need help on learning the name, the true name of that even before resurrecting?
I'd offer you a sample, but as I said, it is my most highly prized vial, and so this sample certainly wouldn't be free. I would need an entirely archived copy of your personality, and I don't know if you can afford that with all the gaps that you have.
Oh, well, what about me trying to deduce the name of the dead before having a sample, without having a sample?
Roll me a history check with disadvantage.
No, not history check. Actually, like say, we'll try to use the Gravekeeper's lantern on that.
Ooh.
My magical
Ooh.
item.
Okay. Tell me and the audience what the Gravekeeper's lantern does.
So, it's a small hooded lantern of black iron, and I just produce it out of my ropes. There's a flame inside, and it's inside. The flame is burning without fuel, and it seems sort of magical. And the lantern sheds bright light, and within that bright light, I can see the true names of the dead inscribed faintly on any surface, that whether they were buried, interned, or in case they are stored.
Awesome. Okay, cool. You whip out this lantern, and what is the color that it glows?
It's the color is like say green.
Yeah. Everything is bathed momentarily into a green light, and as you pass it over the vial, you can see a shimmering of text. It's nearly indecipherable, as it seems to be written in the runes of the ancient civilization, but you're able, with your magical item, to make it out ever so slightly. You know, and until you tell anyone else, only you know, that this is the mind of Elovaris the Inevitable.
Perfect. I guess I know who this is. So what is it worth to you? I'm asking the merchant.
We'll find out in time. It's not worth me paying anyone for something I already have.
Perfect. We'll be in touch.
As- yeah.
I'll ask the merchant that okay. He's still in the zone of truth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
All right. Tell me some how does zone of truth works? Can I fish him out a secret, or that I have to ask a specific question and give a specific answer?
Specific questions tend to be better than just general inquiries because there are ways that one might wiggle out of telling the truth by not telling the whole truth.
I see. Okay. How do you feel about losing your memories? And then I will use my confession file, which is a small crystal vial. If a creature willingly tells you a genuine secret while you hold this vial, the vial fills with faintly glowing liquid representing the emotional weight of that secret. And I can consume the weight. Drink the liquid to experience the emotional context of the secret for 1 hour. So
Okay.
I will hold the confession file and I will ask him how does he feel about losing his memories over and over again.
I am no longer me because I've opened. You prize this selfhood, this identity of yours. Why? Why, when you can have the entirety of human society's or mortal society's knowledge inside your own head? I care not for the person that I was because I am being a much larger thing. That secret enters and shimmers within the vial that you hold. If you'd like to consume it, I can give you more interesting information.
I will consume it.
You consume it, and you see for a moment the camera pan out, and we see the nation itself, a sprawling map before you, as if you're flying so high in the sky that you can see the regions in perfect detail. As your vision expands in scope, you can see certain highlights, almost a perimeter mapped around the regions themselves, places that you had been before in the previous chapters that we haven't played, but that you've definitely been in as characters. Forming a head, arms, the network of threads, the nerves, the temple that you hailed from, the mouth, and here, the heart of this great larger being that has systemically connected itself and everyone else within it. You understand the opening and what that means as several thousands of souls immediately in your vision open up and split in half and connect themselves like threads in a greater tapestry.
Okay.
Your dealings here done, though. I don't know that the merchant will have much more for you at this point.
Yes.
And
I explained this to my friends, that's all.
Wonderful. As you all exit this vendor's tent, you find yourself back in the Echo Market streets themselves, this narrow kind of corridor where things are crammed in and synthetics are for sale. And out of the corner of your eye, you see a familiar blonde coif. Familiar because it's the same coif that you experienced from the politician that you talked to earlier in this episode. Do you follow?
Yes.
Everybody, tell me what your investigation score is, or perception, depending on what you're better at.
7.
7? 7 for your investigation?
That's what it says.
Dang, that's pretty good. Let's have Silence lead this one. Silence, you rolled an 18, and this indeed looks like a carbon copy of the quest giver that you met earlier today. There are no puncture holes on its temples, however, so there's no way that its memories could have been collected. It might just be the synthetic that has been impersonating him. How do you engage?
I will immediately tell the rest of you about it potentially being the synthetic. Although, do we think there's more than one synthetic impersonating rather than just one?
Could be. These porcelain shells seem to be host of a great many people, and there's nothing against it being registered to more than one person, especially if the authorization was never given. Black market doll will still be black market and copied.
Okay. And sorry, can you just remind me exactly what is our client wanting us to do again?
Destroy it.
Destroy it.
Make sure that the copies are gone.
Okay.
That his reputation can't be besmirched anymore.
I might have a bit of an ethical challenge with that.
Oh, tell us more. Why?
Well, a synthetic is still some form of being, is it not?
Certainly could make the case for it.
So, surely we're not in the business of going around murdering beings.
It hasn't seen you yet, so the choice is still yours how you wish to pursue it.
I think it would be good to have a conversation with it. And the very fact that it hasn't got those memory marks, and how it came to be, if it knows.
Okay. You follow it down an alleyway and shifting corridors. It gets increasingly complex, and you all are a bit disoriented down here. But you manage to silo it in an alcove, or at least it doesn't see you yet. It seems to be looking through a satchel of belongings and staring over its shoulder in kind of a paranoid way.
Oh.
I'll start singing.
Street performance?
Yes, street performance.
What is your performance modifier?
+10.
+10. That's a 27. Wow. The crowd goes wild. Synthetics and mortals crowding around you, attempting to hear this lovely melody that isn't like one that they've found in the potions or in their own memories. You manage to draw quite a crowd, and it is the perfect cover as the blonde coiffed synthetic turns to appreciate the music for a moment. You find yourself standing next to him. This is the spitting image of Castellan Vale, but without the more human identifiers. And peering even one further layer deeper, you can tell that there's porcelain underneath the hollowly projected illusion.
So, I have an idea, guys. But, like, the performance is over?
Performance is still going until
Okay.
until Ember says it's done.
I'm still going.
All
I'm
right.
still going.
So, I have an idea, guys. For ethical reasons, we can't kill the synthetics. Right? So, why don't we override the memories? So I can use stealth to get one of these devices and put it on head of the blonde synthetic to override the memory of our beloved quest giver.
Okay, all right. This is an interesting plan. Tell me, if you're going to do a memory override, what other personality would you give it?
The ancient first human king, whatever.
Elavaris?
Elavaris, yeah. Let's unleash that on the streets.
Okay, I'm thinking to manufacture this tech so that it works for you. First, you're going to need a diadem in hand, but let's just hand wave that and say you have it. Second, you're going to need to be able to operate the interface in order to reset the personality matrix that was already on it. So let's give you just a basic intelligence roll on that.
So let's do this a teamwork, no? Like I can do the stealth
we could-
roll and get the diadem thing, and Burak can do the intelligence. And
Okay, yes, excellent.
Michaela, we have any...
Yeah, Michaela's our wizard, so.
yeah. Sorry, Michaela can do the intelligence.
Okay, and then Barack is our, shoot, I made the cleric. Right, got it, copy. Barack, you're the one who knows who this person is. Your lantern is going to be key into transferring the memory, and then we'll have Silence operate the diadem so that the memory can be implanted. We'll have Drift be the one who steals the diadem from one of the vendor stalls. Everyone is distracted, so you all have advantage on your rolls. Give me sleight of hand, Mert. What is your sleight of hand total?
3.
3? Okay.
Nice.
That was a 16 for the first roll, and the second one is
Nice.
a 19. Very good. Diadem in hand, you bring it back to your party members.
To Silence, I give it.
Silence.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll have a quick look over it and figure out how to use it.
Okay. I think I want, tell me what your highest intelligence score is.
Investigation, history, and arcana. They're
Okay.
awesome.
I think I'd like to see an arcana for this because you're messing with the actual fields of magic themselves and triggering a very specific illusion.
Okay.
And then, Brock, with your lantern, roll me a d20. Tell me if you get over a 15.
No, roll it for me. I trust you.
Okay, this is going to be your help action to put the memory in.
Not that thoughtful.
I said advantage, right? Because there's a performance going on. Don't worry, it's fine.
Nice.
Whoa! Great, and that'll give
Singing.
Silence advantage. Okay, what is your Arcana modifier? Silence.
Sorry, yes, 7.
7. Wonderful. Okay. First roll is going to be a. Oh, I'm really glad that you have advantage on all of this.
Me too.
Gee, thank you, Ember, for giving the party a leg up. 25. All right. Everybody has worked together as a team to reprogram the diadem so that it instead has Elevara's the Inevitable's memories within it. And I think I'm going to take one more sleight of hand from Mert to place the diadem on the synthetic's head.
Please do. It's 3.
3 plus.
Come on. Nice.
Very intense. As you do so, you can see its illusion magic flicker and the blank porcelain slate behind it, just the only thing visible for a second. Current kind of flows through its body as the diadem attaches new memories to the host. A wizened, elderly, regal figure takes the place of this politician. He blinks slowly and turns at you slowly. Where am I? When is it? Who are you?
I'm ending the performance.
Performance ends. The crowd applauses. Several people throw tokens at you, at your feet, mostly rare gems and gold. It was really well done.
Thank you. You created me.
I'm curious, Ember, did you plant any seeds of a rebellion within your performance?
Sorry, what did you ask?
Did you plant any seeds of rebellion in your performance?
Yes, I have secretly. I have told a engaging story in my music about a person who is finding great pleasure in individualness.
You tell a tale of individuality, and your
Yes,
persuasion
individuality.
modifier is
My persuasion modifier is 10 plus 10.
damn. And it is exceptionally persuasive to everybody who has listened to it. The symbol of sovereignty seems to echo throughout the echo market. And you see a couple of people who had picked up the bliss potions, put them down. And a couple of people walk away. The synthetic is no longer a threat. At least this one isn't. We don't know if there are any more out there. But you all have successfully completed your mission, making your way back to the quest giver. You're awarded with 300 additional extra gold. But he looks at you sternly and says, if I find out that there is another one of these, I am going to hold you all personally accountable for stopping it. Do you understand?
With additional payment.
With additional payment for increased scope of work. But I'll keep you posted. All right then. The sun sets on our party as another day is complete. The market still thrives, and the bottles are still being manufactured. Memories are still being harvested, and sleeves outfitted with pseudo-sentience. But you carved a careful path this time. No real drama, no violence in the streets. Just awareness that there might be a mind quite like ours in a different form at some point in the future. All right, everyone, that was our game. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank
I hope you
you.
enjoyed it.
Thank you, Tess. It was amazing.
Yeah,
It was
great.
amazing, yeah.
I love the
Glad to hear it.
story, by the way, as always. The first one, there was this device, as I recall. Do you recall what was the storyline in the first year?
The first one was about an artist's artwork being AI generated. and having said artworks becoming copies as well. Kind of about whether or not we're allowed to have expressive style and hold on to that kind of IP as something symbolic of who we are as individuals. But I like
Amazing.
you always ask the question, Mert, of like where we stand on the apocalypse or fundamentalist side. And as a Mass Effect fan, I think I always choose the third option. I greatly believe that synthesis is going to come faster than either one of those two things. And seeing how it's going to be adopted by society or become integral to who we are as people, it fascinates me more than either the doomerism or the optimism.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna take this bit and create a third path next year, Tess. You leading the way.
Honored. Thank you so much for having me. It was great to do this performance. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm very much looking forward to making this a series. We played chapter 4, and I'd like it to be a 6-part series, wherein the ultimate conclusion is whether what you do with the new awakened consciousness.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Tess.
It was so much fun.
everything.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was.
Yeah, thank you, Tess. So I mean,
Yay.
looking forward to like say hear more and see more on the setting and the campaign as well because it's amazing. Looks and you were right because on discussing the D&D 5th edition or other settings. So like say, I think you even applied D&D 5th edition well to this one because I think naturally it might be fitting into another system well, but I think you applied it properly.
Oh, thank you. I did, in case you wanted to fight the synthetic, I did have stats ready for that. I was going to throw a hypnotic pattern at you and maybe a couple shocking grasps. And I had some ideas for like how I could weaponize your memories, but in a longer format.
Actually, I was like say just preparing my dispel magic. I don't know whether it works on dispel magic, but Mert's solution looked more fun to just resurrect an ancient.
That sounds much more fun.
I really enjoyed how Michaela grappled with the whole consciousness of it. I wasn't sure if the sentience thing was getting through, and really kind of like interrogating the echo would have been the way to kind of learn that it has been developing its own life, that it's creating new memories, and that priority presence might not mean as much in this kind of reality. But yeah, thank you so much for going there, because I at least can rely on data governance professionals to get to the subtext.
And I want to take a shout out to Klaus. I don't know if he's here right now, but he's
I
been
am.
here the whole time. Hey, Klaus. So Klaus is also a kindred spirit with this regard, and he's building out games, especially something around cybersecurity meets Pokemon. And I don't know, Klaus, like a couple sentences from you, I would really appreciate it, so that we could.
Yeah, sure. I'm playing a game called, or I designed a game called Malware Monsters that is Dungeons and Dragons Pokemon hybrids on malware containment and malware history. It's made along with the Malware Village. The founder of the Malware Village, Lena, created what she called Moment, that are basically Pokemons representing malware, and he asked me to do a game around it. And I had a workshop at DEF CON this year, and it's all free to play at malwaremonsters.com. And it's completely analog, so all the documentation you need to get started is there. And it's also on GitHub, and I have a lot of features and ideas on what to do with it, in case anybody wants to engage.
I'm
Yep.
putting
I
the
love
link
that.
to the chat to give
Yeah.
a shout out. So
It
please check
sounds
it out,
amazing.
guys. It's really interesting. And Klaus, like we didn't follow up properly. That's totally on my end because it's too chaotic.
Yeah.
But like we still have time, so I would love to do something similar with you next
Yeah.
week or the other. And these amazing people are all invited to the game session if Klaus is available
Yay.
to do it.
Yeah, but you know that is sort of the thing with me is that I'm very much a what you can call theoretical D&D player, in the sense that I'm a shit DM. I've never really done it, so I'm it's it I'm what I'm trying to say is that it's not that I don't want to host one, but I'm just much better at making other played than played myself. And and also I don't really know how my next week will look like. I might be having some full-time work coming up. Who knows?
All right.
Well, unsolicited offer, Klaus. If you ever do create a setting and you need someone to DM it, I'm happy to volunteer as tribute.
Cool. Yeah. I also like your style, so that's good.
Oh, thank you.
I'll
Yeah,
definitely
also,
follow up
also,
with this
also,
then.
also, you have a very soothing voice. I like that. That's
Oh,
cool.
thank you. Yeah, worked long and hard on it.
Mhm.
Tess, you promised me you're gonna do a voiceover on my next game, right?
Yeah. No screaming though.
No screaming though. No.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you
Yep,
so much,
thank you.
Tess, for this amazing
Thank
event
you.
as always. And take care and see you in Village. We have Michaela's event next, and she's gonna do something about gamification, but not as you know it. So stay tuned, guys.
Very excited.
Take
Thank you,
care.
everyone. Thanks
Ciao.
for playing.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
playing.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Bye bye.
Take care, guys.